is Lisa for thebuzzbell.com. Today I'm joined by Mindy Smith here in Philadelphia at World Cafe Live. Thanks for joining us, Mindy.
Thank you.
The new release is Stupid Love, and lyrically it's brilliant, with a wide array of emotions that you explore.
Yes.
So many fine musicians lend their talents. Amy Grant, Vince Gill. Can you, now that I've gone on about it, because it truly is terrific, can you tell us a little bit about the project?
One day my good friend Kate York, who's a songwriter in Nashville, and I've known since early on, many years, before she and I had anything going on, and another girl, Betsy Rue, hollered at me to come write a song. I'm like, I don't know. So I went over there, and they're working on the song. I'm like, well, it sounds like you kind of have it already written. Like, no, we need a bridge. We need your magical powers on the bridge. And I said, okay. So that wound up being a song called The Bad Guy, which is on this record. And then I had all these songs that I've been writing for 2 years. And I said, hey, do you guys want to try one out just with me? And we did. And from there, like, it was right before the holiday break. And Nashville shuts down for about 3 weeks. And then I told my label, I was like, I'm going to make a record. And they didn't even see it coming, because January 1st or something was in there, or 10th, January 10th, we were in there making a record, and it's called Stupid Love.
A lot of your fans know that you were asked by Dolly to join that Just Because I'm a Woman, a comp CD, and cover Jolene.
Wasn't asked by her. She didn't know anything about me doing it. I sat there and watched her listen to it, the song, and which was awkward, because when I met her, I wasn't planning on meeting her. Steve Buckingham, who coordinated the actual record, surprised me one day. He said, come to the studio and listen to the final mix. And I show up, and then in walks Dolly, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Dolly Parton. And all I could think to say was, she goes, well, honey, but just a minute. And all I could think to say to her was, you have really high heels. She said, oh, honey, I walk around, my slippers are stilettos. And she heard the song. She said, my tits hit the floor. And she says, you're going to make me rich and famous. And not that I did, but she doesn't need my help with that.
No, but it's a beautiful, beautiful cover of Jolene. And in fact, doesn't she say it's her favorite?
It is, and when she first heard it, she went like, she kind of did this, and she went like this. I'm like, oh God, she hates it. And she went, and she says, well, my goodness, that's Jolene. She had no, it's just a huge different, like, it's a contrast. Everything is different. The chord progression, the dissonance.
In addition to your music, you also paint. People can go to mindysmith.net and view your paintings.
I have a small gallery set up there just to flip through. And what I'm hoping to do is actually create like maybe a couple ways for people to obtain the art. One, gonna maybe make a book of some collections of books. You know, I don't know, just whatever I have, and then make some limited prints and then some originals, and hopefully I'll be able to sell them, and people can, if they're interested, they can take a look. But it's something I'm working on right now. It's new. It's a new concept.
You are a fan of Apple products.
I am.
And via YouTube, you made a plea to Steve Jobs.
I did.
For an Apple commercial. So
I didn't get one yet, and I was really upset when the new Nano commercial came out. I'm like, oh. Why didn't I get the Nano commercial? What was wrong with my song? Can I have an Apple commercial, please?
Well, did you ever think of one of your most, well-known hits is Come to Jesus? Did you ever think of reworking those lyrics, Come to Apple, something like that? You're not touching it. Worry not my daughters, worry not my sons. I don't know what would...
Get yourself an apple and everything will be fine.
Watch a lot of TV as a child.
Yes. No, not as we had limitations, but I love television. I love it. And I don't believe people who say, well, I don't watch television, I read books. I don't believe that. I think it's a load of crap that somebody wouldn't want to watch TV. Now, whether or not you can afford cable is another story.
Right.
Right. I can't afford cable, but I still have it.
Well, do you remember any of your favorite childhood?
Yes.
TV shows?
The Muppet Show.
The Muppet Show.
and Charlie's Angels. And my favorite show of all time when I was a kid is Wonder Woman.
Oh, mine too. Wow, you just went way up in my book.
I did.
And I was a fan before this.
Look, I would do the spin, like, and then I go, oh, the world is waiting for you, and the powers you possess. I was going to be Wonder Woman. I was either going to be Wonder Woman when I grew up or a singer.
So, okay.
So
Linda
one of those
Carter
things,
has her.
I
Yeah.
might be, Linda Carter, she's Wonder Woman. No one's ever going to be Wonder Woman.
I know.
She is it.
Do you have any gold bracelets like that?
I used to make them out of paper.
Yeah.
And then I would make a band. I had the bathing suit. I had a lasso. I would make a lasso and run down and make sure run down steps and make sure my heels clicked. She always clicked when she ran down the stairs.
Fairly recently, you purchased a home, a place of your own in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
That is absolutely correct.
And one of your first visitors was Dolly Parton. So, what was it like to have Dolly Parton come in and evaluate your new place?
The thing about Dolly is you have to remember she grew up in a very small mountain home, so she doesn't have like a gauge of value on just necessarily things. Like she liked when she got there, she really loved that it was my place and had my things and it was all about my stuff. She felt it was a really cool writing environment. She was just so sweet about it. The problem was she got there 30 minutes early. Now, I knew she was going to be early because she's notoriously early. But the problem wasn't so much, so I got a phone call and she's 30 minutes early. I was thinking maybe 15 minutes, you know. I still had to do a little, I didn't have mascara on, so my hair wasn't dry. And she calls me and she goes, well, hi, we're here, we're early, but, and I'm like, we're just sitting out here and I'm just waving at people, and I'm like, because, so I go out there, I'm like, she cannot be, I wasn't even like dressed, I'm like, okay, hang on, let me get some clothes on, and I put my clothes on and went out there and got her, and, well, it was so sweet because the driver was he was lovely. I'm sure that somebody she works with often, but he had just got a new car, a new Lincoln or something, and hadn't tinted the windows yet. So like the whole condominium complex saw her, whoever was there at the time, and they were all just kind of scratching their heads, going, "Wait!" And Dolly walks out. She's like, "Well, hi!" And I'm like, so it was interesting. I'm like, I can't leave her out there waving at people.
Right, serious note. It is October. It's
is.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And just a couple days ago, you were at the Grand Ole Opry with artists like Carrie Underwood and a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
And the traditional barn
Mm-hmm.
backdrop turned pink. The event was called The Opry Goes Pink.
Yes, it
and
was.
you were a part of that event. So can you maybe tell us a little bit about that event or other organizations you're involved with?
Well, I lost my mother to breast cancer. The events that I've been doing are just driven by my ambition to share music. I think music is a very powerful way to get people interested in ways that they can help. I don't have a lot to offer in the health department, but I do have an ability to maybe get some people to come out and support a cause. And in fact, I'm doing another one when I get back. I'm doing a Alzheimer's fundraiser in Nashville.
Well, we are going to wrap because Mindy's opening act is actually on stage, so we're going to let her get ready to take the stage. But Mindy, thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Lisa for thebuzzabout.com. Mindy Smith, Stupid Love is the new album, mindysmith.net. Oh, and it's Buzz About tradition. We
Yes,
have the high
I know, I
gear. All right, we're out.